Welcome back to another edition of Hurricane Talk. Before we get into this week's event, let's take a look at what's coming up next. Our next event is the Eagle Landing Junior Classic, August 14th and 15th at Eagle Landing at Oak Leaf Plantation in Orange Park, Florida. The tour then heads up to Georgia for the Athens Junior Shootout, August 28th and 29th at the Georgia Club in Athens, Georgia. Now, let's take a look at this week's event, the Ritz Junior Challenge from Bradenton, Florida.
The tour is back in the comfort of the home office after a scorching event in Bradenton, Florida for the Ritz Junior Challenge. It was the hottest event that the HJGT has ever seen, but that didn't stop golfers from performing at the top of their game during the two-day tournament. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the Ritz Junior Challenge.
The course was in immaculate condition as the golfers took to it Sunday morning. In the boys 16 to 19 division, Charlie Martin of Tampa, Florida, jumped out to an early lead thanks to a 2-under par score of 70, complete with 6 birdies, to find himself atop the leaderboard after the first round. Martin continued his solid play on Monday, picking up right where he left off, shooting yet another round under par, this time a 1-under 71 for a 2-round total of 141 and the win. Martin led the field with 10 birdies and scored under par or better on 80% of the holes. His closest competitor heading into round 2, Jimmy Weck of St. Petersburg, Florida, started the day 4 strokes behind after a first-round 74. Weck attacked the course during the second round and finished 2 eagles, but it was not enough to catch Martin, and Weck finished in a tie for second with Connor Baldwin of Bradenton, Florida. Baldwin shot matching rounds of 75 for the event.
In the girls 15 to 19 division, Jasmine Wade of Oltamar, Florida, and Flor Canedo Gomez of Oaxaca, Mexico, battled shot for shot through round 1. Both girls had 2 birdies in the first round, and Gomez finished 1 stroke ahead of Wade as the girls shot 77 and 78 respectively. Gomez continued strong play during round 2, but Wade pulled away with her consistent play on day 2. Wade carded a second round of 1-over par 73 to vault herself past Gomez and take first place trophy in the process. Wade leaned on consistency over the weekend as she continually made pars, leading the field with 25 total pars and a score of par or better on 80% of the holes. Wade's 2-round total score of 151 secured her second consecutive HJGT victory. Gomez, who led the field in par 3 scoring with a 3, finished in second place with a 2-round score of 157. Kayla Tuccio of Windermere, Florida, finished in third place after scoring a 2-round total of 171.
In the boys 13 to 15 division, Rodrigo Munoz of San Miguel, Mexico, got off to a flying start with a 1-over par 73 on Sunday. The second round featured 2 birdies and left Munoz with a slim 2-stroke lead over Mason Fox of Sarasota, Florida, and Harrison McClymans of Palm Harbor, Florida. Munoz's second round of 2-over par 74 was enough to leave him atop the leaderboard and in first place when the second round concluded. Fox battled hard to catch up with Munoz, but finished just shy after scoring a second round 77. Fox finished with a 2-day total of 152 to earn second place. Corey Martin of Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, came from a little further behind to shoot a second round 77 to finish with a 2-day total of 155 and land in third place.
In the girls 10 to 14 division, Yvonne Zhang of Vancouver, British Columbia, stormed out to a 9-stroke lead after shooting a round 1 score of 81. She put her name atop the leaderboard for good on Monday as her 5-over par 77 captured her first place. Second place went to Jenna Tuccio of Windermere, Florida, who led with 15 total pars and shot a 2-round score of 173. Emma Paschal of Palm Harbor, Florida, finished in third place with a total score of 178.
In the boys 10 to 12 division, the scoring was closely contested as 3 players were within 5 shots of the lead following the first round. Cameron Barrett of Longwood, Florida, held the lead after firing an opening round 77. Barrett was tracked closely by Grayson Porter of Clearwater, Florida, who finished round 1 with a 78 and 1 shot off of Barrett's lead. Porter tried to make up the stroke on Monday as he fired a 3-over par 76, but couldn't catch Barrett as he also shot a round of 76. Porter ended in second place with a 154. Brett Bradford of Orange Park, Florida, shot a 2-day total of 172 to finish in third place for the event. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
We come to you from inside the Ritz Carlton Clubhouse with our boys 13 to 15 champion, girls 15 to 19 champion, and Rodrigo and Jasmine. You guys played a round out there. It was probably the hottest round on record ever on the Hurricane Junior Golf Tour. What is your conditioning and preparation done up to this point for you to be successful on a day like this when staying hydrated and having endurance was so important out there?
Good breakfast.
A good breakfast?
Drink water all day long.
All right, drink lots of water. Jasmine, what did you do and what have you done up to this point to manage a run like this?
I tried to, eat healthy, eat something light before the tournament, keep my potassium up with my bananas. I had a lot of bananas, and of course, you got to stay hydrated. And I invested in a pool card, which made it much, much easier. So I like that part.
All right, and you guys both had the lead coming in the back nine today on Sunday. What did you do to ultimately seal the victory this weekend? Take us through your back nine specifically today.
I played aggressive passive golf, and I did a couple of pars, missing birdies on 1 and 2 for my back nine. 3, same par, and the par 5 I hooked it under a tree, and I took it out to 16 the rough plug, and I put it to 130 yards. From there, I put it to 7 feet and miss it. But no reason to get accelerated and all that stuff. And then I just kept playing aggressive, like in the next hole, the short. I played driver on the other side to leave it short from the green, chip and putt. I missed a 6-3 for birdie. I 2-putted for eagle. I missed the eagle, but I made the birdie on the par 5 and lipped out 16, 17, and 2 inches from the hole here tonight.
Okay. And Jasmine, was there any highlights for you in the back nine today?
Mainly, I just had one double and all pars and one birdie. I tried to stay out of the rough most of the part because it was really, really thick. Stay in the fairway, keep it on the greens, make it putt no more than 2-putt, and I was able to win.
Alrighty, well you heard it from crowning our first champions here at the Ritz Carlton. You'll hear from our boys 16 and 19 champion next. We're coming to you from the Ritz Junior Challenge. We're here with our last interviewee, Charlie Martin of Tampa, Florida. Charlie pretty much demolished the field this week. Shot 141 when conditions were really tough. 70 followed by a 71. Charlie, this is the last event you play as a junior golfer as you go into college next year. What do you owe most of your success to in the junior level, moving on to college now?
Well, honestly, probably my parents, because they've always, put up with me and drove me around and stuff. But now that I'm in my car, I can kind of claim this for myself, I guess. But probably just sticking at it and I just kept playing. And I don't even know what happened. Just like last year, something clicked, and I just started playing a lot better, and just been good ever since.
All right. And Charlie, you played quite a few hurricane events in the last 2 years. You're going to Rhodes College next year in Memphis, Tennessee on a golf scholarship. What are you looking to accomplish next year?
Well, hopefully I can make the top 5 playing squad, which is filled up with mostly juniors and seniors. Just have fun and just play well. It's kind of a low-key atmosphere. It's D3, so there's not as much, it's not like Florida or D1 school where they'd be working out every morning at like 4 a.m. So it's going to be a pretty good time.
All right. Well, you heard it from Charlie Martin, our boys 16 and 19 champion, and we will see you next from Eagle Landing in Jacksonville, Florida, August 14th and 15th. Thank you.